recording. And if I stop streaming, that looks awful. So I'm just gonna do that with that to start with.
We shouldn't need to worry, but I do need to be with my group at 8:30 because they are waiting for me.
Okay, let's go through this quickly then.
But we shouldn't need to worry. But generally, we're all wrapped up. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going live.
Right. Ready.
And that might be the first word of this podcast. Welcome to the Formation Lap with me, Matt, and my friend Lucy.
Hello, welcome back. I can't keep doing these jingles.
Right. I have fixed the stream, so if anybody was here beforehand, no, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
So what we're going to do this time around is I've got the highlights here from Formula 1. So this is off the Formula 1 official YouTube channel. And we're basically going to talk through the opening, or the sprint and the race from Austin, Circuit of the Americas, as it's quite commonly known. So we both kind of saw the race live, but obviously we've both seen replays since. So I'm going to play this for anybody who didn't see it, and we'll go through our thoughts. And I can back and forth scrubbing through this. Now, obviously, Verstappen on pole, Norris in P2, and Piastri in P3 are the main ones that we're watching here. And
it's like the way we go. Verstappen goes up the hill, and he's closely followed by the McLarens, and then they go around turn 1.
And this is where it gets interesting. So
this exact screenshot is so like
moments
damning.
Before disaster.
Yeah, there is not a gap there.
So this is exactly why I put the blame here, some of the blame here on Piastri.
Yeah.
So this track tightens up as you get to the apex here. Everybody knows this. It's massively wide. It's really narrow on the exit, and everybody knows this. And the move that Piastri is about to make can be made when you are a one-on-one fight. Not lap 1, turn 1.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to play with YouTube's playback speed here. I feel like I'm on the SkyPad. Go back a little bit, and then I'm going to play this at half speed. And watch Piastri here, the way that he just dives up the inside and straight over the top of Hulkenberg.
Whoa.
That was never on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So if I scrub this back, properly on the SkyPad now. Let's keep going. The carnage. So, this screenshot is why I think Piastri is at fault. Because there is room there for Alonso and Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
You can see that right now. But Piastri's just dived. He's gone for the switchback, and that's never on a lap 1 move.
Yeah. To switch back, you need room to do that.
Exactly.
I mean, that sounds really obvious, actually, when I say that. But the whole point of the switchback, when you watch it on TV, it feels very, like, flowy and like a... I don't know how to explain it, but if you imagine, like, a double helix strand.
Yeah.
Rotating. It's kind of like they cross over each other.
And actually, this did happen throughout the race. There was a few moves into turn 1 in exactly this way that Piastri is doing. But in this instance, there's just not room for it.
18 other cars around.
Exactly. So I think he should have just accepted his fate, gone with P3, which is where he qualified, and just banked some points. But
it's a sprint race as well. There's not that much on the line.
Exactly. So that's how that went. Mm-hmm. And he basically made a mess of 4 people's races. Because Alonso and Hulkenberg and both McLarens were out. And I think Tsunoda took some damage as well, because he got you can see it, you'll see it in a minute, yeah, there. He got Hulkenberg's wing caught under his car. So I think he sustained some floor damage from all of that as well. And he lost a bunch of places in the process. So, yeah, I think it's a racing incident, but I do think that Piastri should take the bulk of the blame there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pause this because I've watched through the highlights and it's all just multiple replays from different angles. So yeah, this is Hulkenberg's point of view. So he got the best view in the house of this, and you'll see here Piastri just chops straight across the front of him.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting, what I hadn't noticed before. Oh yeah, you can see Sonoda pick up the wing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Piastri does actually get ahead of Lando, but obviously that's because Lando's braking sooner for the corner.
Yeah. So I think it's here. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
And Hulkenberg's had to leave space on the inside for Alonso. And then Piastri just makes a sharp left turn. There. Just out of nowhere. And like
I know how it feels when you're a driver in that situation. Like, do you jump? Do you like jump out your skin a little bit? Do you go a little bit like, ooh?
I don't think you have time to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I want to blame. I want to say racing incident just because it's lap 1, turn 1, but I genuinely can't see how that would be anybody other than Piastri's fault.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, let's skip forward a little bit. I can see exactly what Piastri was trying to do.
Yeah.
And you'll see it here, and you'll see that he gets a better start than Lando. But because Lando's on the inside, he's got the racing line. And then you'll see the sharp there. He had the wheel.
Yeah.
He had Monaco hairpin levels of lock on. So, yeah. Let's move on, or you'll be talking about this all day.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page here.
Because, this sprint had 2 safety cars. Where's the other one? There it is. So I've skipped over some of the moves because they're not really that exciting, and yeah. So this is Stroll on, is that Behrman? I think it was Behrman. Can't remember. Yeah, Ocon. How do you see this?
Go again.
It's a big hit.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah.
Put his little hand up to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Yeah, honestly, it was completely fine and a legitimate move until the lockup, and it's just unfortunate that he locked up.
Yeah,
like, obviously the fact that he locked up does make it his fault.
Yeah, and
but it's not that he was doing anything.
Yeah, if you watch,
he
locks up there, and I think he'd have made that corner if he hadn't locked up.
Yeah, and he gave Ocon plenty of time to let him know that he was there. It wasn't a late move by any means, especially
he was a long way back.
Yeah, but you can see it coming.
Way back. Because if I roll it on to there, look how far back he is. That's 2 full.
He was a day late and $1 short, I'm hearing.
Yeah. But I think he would have made it if he hadn't locked up. But I don't think he would have made it if he hadn't carried enough speed in, which he needed to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he needed to carry that amount of speed in to even attempt it. And by carrying that amount of speed in, he locked up.
I will say I am a bit biased towards Lance Stroll because I feel like he gets so much hate. Not from you, I feel you're objective. But I feel like in the general F1 community, he'll do anything and everyone's like, he's immediately at fault. And
he was there though.
Yeah. He was there, I will say.
That was
0% on Ocon.
And then that was basically it for the race. It finished under safety car, unfortunately. But another Sainz podium in inverted commas.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah. So let's move on to the actual race itself, which also had a fair bit of drama in it. Hamilton got a really slow start there. I didn't realise how bad his start was because he did end up in P5. But yeah,
that's how you get round turn 1.
Yeah, the main notable thing here is Leclerc jumping Norris for P2. Those soft tyres really worked for him.
Yeah.
And then everyone kind of just settled in and went to status quo. I wonder actually if part of Piastri's lunge, as it were, was because it was only a sprint and it wasn't a race. Yeah, look at Hamilton. Look how slow away he got.
Yeah.
And Leclerc did the Alonso thing. So we've seen Alonso do this before. Everybody cuts to the inside and he just goes to the outside to take the racing line. Look how wide he is. So he carry way more speed around the apex and then just easily drive around the outside of Norris.
Yeah, I love to see stuff like that from Leclerc because I think even just a few years ago he wasn't the most mature of drivers. Like he's really quick, but he didn't always have a level head.
Yeah.
And I feel like something like that is really like it shows that he's learning a lot from his years in F1, which is awesome to see in real time.
Yeah. Alex didn't have a great opening lap, did he?
But let's not get bogged down by the details. I pretend I do not see it.
Okay, we'll
This
talk
from
about
Science.
the other. Yeah, see, this came up. This is going to come up later, so I think it's important to see this move now.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm just going to show it, and then we'll talk later about the other moves. That's how you overtake.
I mean, I want to talk about this now because I have something I want to say about this one.
Yeah.
So in this moment, so I watched this race with my mum, which was really nice. Shout out to my mum. She's definitely not listening to this, but shout out. She's a Carlos Sainz fan. He's her absolute favourite driver, and I really like Ollie Behrman. We were actually talking about this at the start of a race. She was saying, so who's your favourite rookie this season? I was like, obviously Behrman, if he counts. And she said, well, for me, it's Isaac Hadjar. I was like, oh, cool. Why not Behrman? Because she said Hadjar, then Antonelli, then Behrman. And I was like, but your daughter has met Ollie Behrman, you know? Because normally anything to do with me, she's immediately on it, you know?
Yeah,
Like, if it's brought me joy, she goes for it. But no, weirdly, Behrman a bit lower. It's nothing against Behrman, it turns out. It's just that she prefers the other two a bit more.
Yeah.
But I was trying to put her on to Behrman during this race. So when her beloved Carlos does that little lunge down the inside, and Ollie just dives out the way to avoid a crash, I'm like, see? The polite and respectful Oliver James Behrman moves to the side to allow Carlos through because he knew you were watching and he wants to impress you. You know, I was joking with my mum that like they would have crashed if Ollie hadn't been sensible there and moved out the way.
So on
that's
that topic,
that's all I have to input. Yes.
Let's see how her other favourite rookie fared against Sainz in the same move in the same place.
Now, my lovely mum, she's a big Carlos fan, as I've said. She immediately starts cursing out Antonelli for that. She's immediately on. Okay.
So I think the telling point here is that Sainz isn't quite far enough alongside Antonelli to make that move.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you can see his front wheels are barely past the back one.
I think I'm going to slow this down again. You'll see this almost straight away that Sainz has the same thoughts as you'll see him lock up. He's like, oh no, he's turning in on me. I need to slam the brakes on.
Yeah.
I think some of this, I don't think Antonelli looked because this isn't typically an overtaking spot.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a place that a lot of overtakes get done at this circuit. So I don't think Antonelli was expecting it. So it's borderline a racing incident for me, but Carlos wasn't even fully alongside him anyway.
Yeah.
So
the way I see it, that's a lot more on Carlos because I don't know, maybe I was just a bit biased from analysing the Behrman incident so much, but like the way I saw the one with Behrman, if Behrman hadn't reacted so quickly to that, they would have come together. And that's not really how you do an overtake. You shouldn't rely on your opponent going, oh my gosh, we're going to crash. You know?
Yeah. So